Well, good morning and welcome back to my channel. It's Saturday around 11:30 a.m. right now, and I just made a cup of coffee in my new glass 20-ounce coffee tumbler. These are now available on blairlambdesign.com for pre-order, and they will ship in September. So we have the daisy pattern, and then there are two fall patterns, and they are going like hotcakes. So make sure you get your pre-order in before the pre-orders will be closed shortly. So quick plug, wasn't planning on that, but just had this coffee in my hand because I am struggling today, y'all. So let me tell you a little bit about this week and then what today is going to look like for us. Gosh, I'm so tired. So this week has been wild. It was back to school week, so we had all of that and everything that goes along with that of getting the kids back to school. And then also it has been a lead up to our fall line launch over at Blair Lamb Design. So we've already launched a bunch of products like those tumblers, pillows, a variety of things, but all of the apparel, the autumn apparel, is coming soon. And so it might actually be live the day you're watching this. I will let you know at the end of this video. So it's just been, I've been working all day and night. Riley's been working all day and night. And then we've also been, of course, parenting as usual all day and night. So we're both just worn out. So today, this day has been on the calendar for months. And at first I was thinking, gosh, this is going to be a little bit tough because we're so worn out. But actually, I think it will be good for us to have a day to get our minds off of the stress and just work and just enjoy some time with friends. So Riley has a group of friends from college, and it's a bunch of married couples, and we typically try to get together about once a quarter or maybe like 3 times a year, so maybe 3 or 4 times a year. Everyone kind of lives in the greater Dallas area, scattered all around, and so we'll pick different places and meet up and just have some time to catch up and hang out together. Almost everyone in the group has children, but we always do adults only so that we can actually really, focus on one another and talk and hear about each other's lives, if you know, you know. So this time everyone's coming to our house for a sort of end of the summer pool party and cookout. So we're gonna do burgers and hot dogs and swim in the pool, and Riley's smoking different sausage, he's smoking jalapeno poppers, he's got a whole menu going on. So we have been kind of slowly getting ready over the course of this week, and then just now Riley drove our kids over to his mom's house, so they're gonna hang out there for the afternoon while we host this party, and then we'll go pick them up and we'll do family, evening together type of thing. It's actually a really nice day to be outside today because it is overcast but not rainy, so it's just like more mild. And this summer in Texas, 10 out of 10, absolutely obsessed with the weather this summer. It has been the most mild summer that I've ever experienced in Texas in the 11 years that I've lived here. It has just been such reasonable temperatures every day, and we are so grateful because especially living now in this house, this is our first full summer living in this house. We have so much more outdoor space to take advantage of, and we are outside so often. And this summer, we've been able to actually enjoy it all summer long because it's just not been, it's not been blazing, 108, 110, 112 degrees. Like that it's just no fun for anybody. So while Riley is just dropping off the kids and he's gonna head back here, I'm just gonna start kind of prepping things. A couple of different people are bringing different things like dips and brownies and cookies and things like that. And then we're gonna do the burgers, the hot dogs, some watermelon, and some chips. And then all the toppings for the burger. So I'm just gonna kind of get all that prepared. I thought you might enjoy a little party prep vlog. I apologize if I feel low energy. I am very tired. I also will admit that this week has been, actually it's been about 2 weeks now. I have been deeply struggling with my anxiety. That's something that I've been living alongside since I was about 17, 16, and have managed it at times better and at times worse. And for the past 5 or 6 years, I feel like I've managed it very well. And I have not dealt with regular feelings of panic and anxiety, but this past 2 weeks, I think because there's just so much happening and there's just a lot of goings on, I have not been handling it well. So I actually met with my doctor a few days ago and we made some adjustments, and I'm waking up today feeling so much better. But if you've ever experienced mental health issues, then you know that sometimes when you've gone for a little while not managing it well, and then it starts being well managed, the exhaustion of your body being in fight or flight for a while hits you. So I think I'm tired from the week, but I also think that now that my body and my nervous system are calming themselves down finally again, I'm extra tired because I've been so wound up, if that makes sense. It is what it is. We live and we learn. I'm so grateful to be in a place in my life where I know how to pick up the phone and call my doctor and say I'm not doing well. And the person I was like 6 years ago never would have done that, and I have been through all kinds of different health things in that time and have learned how to take care of myself. So I encourage you to do the same for yourself. You are worth being taken care of and feeling grounded and safe. Switching gears, let's get some prep going here. I have I don't know if you can see it. I have over here, I have a beach club candle lit. So just that scent is bringing me deep-rooted joy today. And so I'm just gonna cut up tomatoes and get the lettuce ready, onions, all the toppings for burgers. And and then maybe cut up the watermelon. I think that's kind of like all I really need to do. So let's get that done. Okay, I thought while I cut up the tomatoes and onions and set out the lettuce that I would just give you guys some little updates on different parts of life, because I haven't really had the chance to do that yet in a while. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slice these tomatoes relatively thin so that they can go on the hamburgers. And then I'll do the same with the onions, and then just the lettuce is already pre-washed and trimmed. It's really great if you've never bought this before. It is so nice for burgers. Hand harvested, triple washed, trimmed, and ready to enjoy. And the pieces of it are big, so you could use it as a lettuce wrap as well, which I like to offer in case anyone who is at a party is not doing buns and would rather have just lettuce with the meat inside. So very excitingly, Riley and I are going on an adults only vacation this fall. That was actually one of my goals for 2024, was to go on an adults only vacation. And I wasn't sure whether we were going to be able to swing it or not. And we have not been away, just the two of us, since I was pregnant with Colin. And we did a staycation in Dallas, and it was very, very fun. We had a great time, but I was heavily pregnant, and we went in late July and I gave birth in early October. So I was hot and uncomfortable and sore, and that's why we wanted to get away. And it was lovely. Like, we really had a great time just relaxing, just the two of us. But like, I could not have a glass of wine at dinner. I was really exhausted. It wasn't like what it would be, you know, if I had not been pregnant. We're still really grateful for that time away, but we have not been on like a vacation where it's been anything. This is not really a great one, but I'm gonna put it in the back. Anything like what it was prior to having kids, since we've had our kids. So I made that goal for the year that we really wanted to get away, just the two of us, and we're doing it. So I am so excited. So we are going to fly into San Jose in California, and we are renting a Jeep, which sounds really fun. And we are staying in like the Carmel area. And our plan is we haven't really flushed out an itinerary yet. I don't know if we really are going to. We just want to be able to explore. But we definitely want to go explore Big Sur, explore Carmel, explore Monterey, and just that whole area is just like, neither of us have ever been there, and I've always wanted to go. It's just so beautiful. So we are very much looking forward to going and exploring and finding little coffee shops and finding yummy places to get meals and you know, walking along these beautiful beaches that we've never seen, and just time together, quiet time together. So we are very, very, very excited. And so that's coming up here in the fall in the next little while. So I've been thinking a lot about it and like what, you know, exactly we want to do. And I know there's like, from what my research has shown me, there is more tourist related stuff to do in Monterey, like the aquarium. Isn't that the aquarium that, ooh, bird in my eyes, that Finding Nemo 2, that Finding Dory is like, isn't that where that's supposed to be? Is that correct? I feel like it is. I don't know that that's like, that we would, I mean, maybe if it's like a rainy day or something, but that's not kind of like probably at the top of my list, although I do love a good aquarium. I'd rather just go with my kids though. So we'll see, but if you are familiar with that area, if you've traveled to that area, maybe even some of you have lived in that area, I would love any recommendations for places to eat, things to see and do. We definitely are up for adventure, but nothing too crazy because we are very busy busy parents and business owners, and we want to just kind of relax, but neither of us like sitting all day long. So we definitely want to, I'm excited to drive our little rented Jeep and go and see some of these sites and drive along that coastal highway and all of that. But if you're from the area, if you know about the area, please, please, please give us your recommendations. We would very much appreciate it because we don't know anything, and we don't really know. I'm sure there are people in our real life who have been, but we asked a few people that were, you know, that we expected would have gone, and they had not. And they, you know, my mom has traveled all over. And she was like, no, I have never been there. I've been all around there. And then I asked my friend yesterday, Ashley, she's a pilot. And I was like, what do you know? And she's like, I actually never fly in there, so I don't know the area. Very interesting. So I'm counting on you guys. Okay, now let's do our salad. So that's kind of the story there. Then we had a tentative trip to Disney World planned for this October. And we ended up canceling it, which is always sad, but that's why I always tell y'all whenever I got the shivers. Whenever I tell y'all about a trip that we have coming up, I always give the caveat, we cancel a lot of trips. You guys only hear probably about a fourth of the trips that we have booked, because we book and cancel all the time because things just, I don't know why. It's just how our family operates. I think with our businesses, sometimes business flares up unexpectedly and we can look forward and just know like that's not going to be a good time to go away, or other priorities come up or whatever, you know, just things happen. So we are definitely going on a Disney cruise next year in early 2025. I am so excited for that. So that's kind of our next Disney trip that's definitely happening. And we might try to make it a land and sea and do a couple of days in Disney World before we go on the cruise. We will see how that works out. But I don't know that we're going to do anything Disney related this fall or winter before that. We really want to. But the reason why I don't think we're going to is because I think we're going to tackle this kitchen once and for all. Actually, not once and for all. Not once and for all. We're going to tackle this kitchen so that we can live with it and not feel like we are cooking and baking in a doctor's office. And then we would like maybe in like 5 or 10 years to still do what we had originally planned on doing, tearing out this wall, doing that huge like 10 to 12 foot island, wiring, plumbing it for gas, like all of that. But I had my girlfriends over yesterday and we were discussing other options that would be less expensive, less time consuming, and less disruptive to our family's life, but would still make a big impact in this space. And so here's what we've come up with. I don't know if this is the right knife for cutting a watermelon, but but it's the knife I'm going to use to cut my watermelon. So what I think we're gonna do is we are going to have the cabinets painted. Obviously replace the hardware because it's currently white plastic. It looks like playground equipment. And then replace the countertops and backsplash. And then the lighting, because the lighting is this awful fluorescent. It literally feels and looks like an operating room. So I think if we had fresh, these cabinets are actually in great shape. Like whoever put these in the 90s, they are solid wood. They are like really nice cabinets. So have them refinished, fresh hardware on them, a new sink. We would keep our same appliances for now, but then just do different lighting and a different countertop and a different backsplash. Keep the same footprint of the kitchen. I feel like we could do that for a much more reasonable price. And in a much more reasonable timeline, and it wouldn't be so deeply disruptive to our family as what we were planning on doing, which was probably going to be at least 6 to 8 weeks of really not having a kitchen. And that just sounds really, really hard at this stage of life with the kids as young as they are. So y'all, I think that's what we're gonna do. So we have been talking about it for an hour or two every night for like the past week. Ooh, what a beautiful watermelon. What a beautiful watermelon. We've been talking about it a whole lot, and that's what I think we are going to do. So I think we are going to get some quotes going here shortly for painting, and I have already started with my girlfriends yesterday. We were all on Pinterest and like deciding how, and like looking at colors and things that we thought would be pretty. So I think we've kind of come up with sort of the general vibe that I'm going for, and I'm really excited about that. I don't know that it will be done before the end of this year, but what I do know is that foregoing a Disney trip this fall will get us that much closer to doing it, because Disney is pricey, and it's very pricey, as you guys know well, those of you who are Disney people. So that's the story. I think that's what we're gonna do. Normally I am team live in an ugly kitchen and travel and have memories and experiences, but we have had a lot of travel already this year, and we will surely have a lot more next year, and I feel like we both are feeling like really ready to tackle this kitchen. This is kind of a janky piece. I'm gonna put that to the side. So that's kind of what we're thinking. We would keep the same layout. The appliances that we brought our refrigerator from our old house, but the other appliances, the microwave, the dishwasher, and the oven/stove are all almost brand new. Like when we moved in, they were brand new. The people had just put them in. So whether or not they are the exact aesthetic that I would have selected myself, I just don't really want to spend money on brand new appliances when I have virtually brand new appliances. I actually really like all of them. So I think we're not going to probably do that. My friend recommended, because our refrigerator is black and the others are like this dark stainless steel kind of color. So she was like, if you wanted to do anything, you could replace just the refrigerator so that it all matches a little more. So that's totally an option. But I will keep you guys in the loop. Always love to hear your ideas, color palettes, color schemes you think. I already have in mind kind of what I'm thinking, but it's always so nice to hear other opinions. So don't you think that's gonna go such a long way? Like if the cabinets were a different color with different hardware, and then we had a new backsplash, and I think we will tear out this little bottom piece of the hutch. I think we'll keep the hutch. It's not my favorite. I organize it all the time and then it gets disorganized, but it is functional at this stage of life. Now, when we do a huge kitchen reno, that's coming out because there'll be an island there. The other option is, because it is on the edge of, here's my tripod. It's on the edge of the opening. We had talked about we could get rid of it altogether and just widen that whole opening up, which would be nice. It would make the kitchen feel a little more open. So that's an option too. We have so many options. So we need to just get some quotes, get some contractors, talk to some people, figure out just the whole 9 yards, like what we're looking at and how it could all work. I mean, this is like beautiful watermelon. Look at that. All that to say, I get questions about the kitchen a lot because I know we all have the same relationship with my kitchen, love, hate. It is such a cozy OBGYN office. It is not the dream kitchen of my dreams, but I will say it is my favorite kitchen I've ever lived in and ever used. It is so functional. It is so big. It has tons of storage. I love the pantry. I genuinely love the kitchen. And I didn't think I would, which is why I was so set on doing this huge kitchen remodel. But now living in it, I'm like, actually, I could totally live in this kitchen. I just would like it to not feel quite so much like a doctor's office. So, all right, I am going to just tidy up the last few things before people start getting here shortly. But we've got the watermelon all dished up here, a whole bunch of it, and then all of the toppings. So I'm gonna put saran wrap on those and pop them in the refrigerator so that they're ready for people when they come. So thanks for hanging out with me while we chatted about travel and home improvement. Love y'all. Riley's been so cute, obsessing about getting the pool really nice for this party. It's like such a guy thing, I feel like that would not be my priority if I was having a bunch of friends over, but he's like, I want to make sure the pool's really nice. So he's like been filtering it and cleaning it every night, and he shocked it and just everything. But all this whole area over here is nice and clean, and I'm not sure whether he's planning on grilling on the grill or whether he's planning on doing the Blackstone. I don't know. He also brought a couple of extra chairs just because he wanted to make sure that everybody has a seat. And then there's our new outdoor trash can. Love that thing. It really helps with, like, I don't know, like just sealing off everything so it doesn't stink or anything like that. I can link it. I just got it from Amazon. I think I've shared it before on here. And we got all the kids' floaties out, although with this crew, I bet some of them will go back in the pool. And yeah, it's just a really nice day. You can see it's not too hot and sunny. It's very mild out here. The sound of the pool is always so relaxing. So we've got all this. So I think he's probably going to take down these barriers. We usually do when it's adults only because obviously we're not concerned about little ones getting in, but I can't recommend these things enough if you have kids and you have a pool, because they really have just given us such a peace of mind that the kids are safe.
Yum! Hey, Mark, come here, please.
What's that?
It's so weird to just make myself a burger, right?
I can make you one.
No, I was always gonna make you one, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make you.
How's it going, Riley?
Great. Now, my second job is keeping this clean, so
Yeah, you gotta.
my first job is done.
I thought
Do you have your water cup?
normally your first job is the pool.
Yep, that's done.
He's completed that
Don't
job.
keep your eyes closed for sure.
Well, hello. It is about 9 o'clock now, and all of our friends are gone, and we went and got the kids from their grandma's house, and now they're down, and I'm editing this vlog, and I don't have much more to say, but I hope you enjoyed just a little chatty vlog talking about a few different things that I get questions about a lot, you know, travel plans, our kitchen renovation, mental health, all that kind of stuff. And we had a really fun time with Riley's friends over here today. We ended up spending so much time just swimming, which is really funny because I feel like adults don't normally get to just like swim, especially because most of us have kids. So it's all about the kids. And so just getting to like be in floaties and on pool noodles for a couple of hours. I mean, we were in the pool for like 3 or 4 hours, felt so nice. And so then we got out and I took a shower, and I've just been working and editing because on the work side of things, not that editing is not work, but it feels less like work because I actually really enjoy editing videos. But tomorrow morning is my autumn apparel line launch. So if you have not checked it out yet, make sure you check it out. I will leave a 20% off coupon code below, plus you get free shipping if you spend $75 or more. So happy shopping. I'm so excited to see what everybody picks out. And even if you just go and browse, I appreciate that so much. So thank you so much for your support. Thanks for being here. Leave me a comment below in response to any of the various topics that we covered today. And I would love to hear your experience on it and all that kind of thing. So I will see you guys next week, most likely with a June and July favorites video. So see you then.